welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video about some newborn and baby products that we have absolutely loved. These products are things, some of them I feel like are a little bit more unique. You know, a lot of times when you watch these videos, we see kind of a lot of the same products, and some of these are going to be repeats for sure. But some of them are a little bit unique products that you might not think about that we have found super helpful. The other thing I'm going to talk about at the end of the video is a few products that I regret buying. Now, I thought about making that a separate video, but honestly, I just have a few things that are just no-nos for me, just a regret. And I didn't think it warranted its own whole video. So this video is going to be both things we love and some things that we didn't love so much. The other disclaimer I would like to make is that this is all based on personal preference and opinion. If there's a product I mention that I love that you just hated, that's just how it goes. You know, like everyone doesn't love the same things. Or if I mention a product that I didn't like that you love, please don't feel like I'm saying it's a bad product, because I'm absolutely not. None of these products are bad products in any way. It's just products that either really worked well for us or didn't work well for us for whatever reason, and I'll kind of explain the reasons behind the different things that we loved and the things that we didn't love so much. All right, so one of the first products that is definitely a love for us, and I think it is for a lot of families. I feel like this is a product I see in a lot of other people's newborn must-have videos. And this is, you know, absolutely true. And I feel like pretty much everyone who's ever used this agrees. It's called the Nose Frida. A lot of people don't want to use it because in their mind it just sounds disgusting, because you basically put this end into the baby's nose, this end goes into your mouth, and you suck in air and it pulls the snot and stuff out of the baby's nose. There is a filter here and a block. There's absolutely no way for snot to get into your nose, or baby snot to get into your mouth. But for some people, it just is too much. They can't do it. Like my husband kind of gags if he ever has to do this. I'm the one who usually does it. And then we also use it in conjunction sometimes with the Little Remedies saline drops. We got these because Ivy got sick when she was about 2 weeks old, and she was very congested, and we needed to. So we went to the doctor and they said, get this and make sure you use this. So we've been using these two things together, and that totally helped clear up all the congestion that she had. All right, next we're going to talk about Swaddles, because we have two different types of Swaddles that we love, and for us they were used at different stages. So when the girls were first born, our girls were only like 4.5 and 5 pounds, and they obviously dropped some weight as well. So they were both in the 4-pound range when they came home from the hospital. And they were early, they were a month early, so they really craved that like back in the womb feeling. They really wanted to be bundled up and snuggled up really tight. Our absolute favorite Swaddles for getting that nice tight swaddle that makes the baby feel really safe and cozy are these copper pearl Swaddles. They are made out of like a stretch, like knit stretch material. Look at that. This is one of their newer prints. I believe it's called Meadow. I absolutely love it. I bought it the day it was released. And these Swaddles are just, I mean, I cannot say enough great things about these Swaddles. Use these in their car seats just to kind of help hold their arms down and their legs together so they don't spook in the car seat, because babies have that startle reflex and they will often just and then wake themselves up. So we use these, I mean, we still use them, and we still wrap the babies in them. We just don't like swaddle them as tight in these as we used to when they were first born and home. So I cannot say enough good things about Copper Pearl in general. I love all of their products. Their nursing cover I've talked about before. Absolutely love that. Love their burp rags. But as far as like my must, this is a must. When the babies are ready to come out of that super tight swaddle, this has become our just absolute new favorite for the girls. And this is something that might work for your baby immediately home from the hospital if you have a larger baby. Our babies were so tiny they needed to put on weight before they could really use this. But this is the Love to Dream Swaddle, and their arms go up here like this, and then it's kind of tight around their body and their legs are free in the bottom. That's one really important thing about swaddling. You never want to swaddle their legs up and tight, because that's bad for their hips. So you want to let their legs be down and straight and free so they can move them around. But this is perfect for that. They can still kind of kick around their legs a little bit. And the coolest part about this, one of the coolest parts about this, aside from the fact that It's like the babies love it. It's part of our nighttime routine. It's like we always say, it's time to get their babies in this. It's time to get the babies in their suits. That's what we call them, their suits, and we call them their Stingray suits because when they're in them, they look like little stingrays, like they're just gonna swim around. I don't know, you guys, I'm super cheesy. I also laugh because I also think they kind of look like base jumping things, you know, that have like the wings. They're so cute. But anyways, they zip from both the top down and the bottom up, which is awesome because when you are changing diapers in the middle of the night, instead of having to disturb the entire baby up here, you can just unzip from the bottom up, change the diaper, and zip it back down. Speaking of zippered things, to me this is just a must-have. Baby outfits that zip instead of snap. This just zips down and zips up. And they also make them the same way where you can get the kind that zip from the bottom up as well, so that you can change without disturbing the baby. But this is just so nice because in the middle of the night, you do not want to be fumbling with snaps, especially the ones that make the U shape around their like diaper area. It's like in the middle of the night, you can't put those things together in the right order and it's all messed up and it's so frustrating. And plus it like makes noise, and when you unsnap it, it like can startle the baby. So zip all the way, I'm telling you. These things are, I love zippered baby outfits. The next thing, speaking of doing stuff in the middle of the night, is this Nightlight. This thing has been amazing. This was just like one of those like on a whim purchases, and we have both just fallen in love with it. You can turn it on. Oh, my lighting's gonna mess this up, but you can see it closer to my face. And you have like a warm light, cool light option depending on what kind of light you like. And then you can go up and down with the brightness. And it has just been so nice in the middle of the night. We just set it on the bed in between us, and then each of us, it gives enough light so that you can see what you're doing to change or feed or whatever, but not so much light that it makes it feel like it's daytime in your room. Because we have really bright bulbs in our bedroom and bathroom, so if we turn on either one of those lights, it is like it's noonday. You know what I'm saying? This has been so great to give us just enough light in the middle of the night. And you just charge it. It just has like a little USB thing, and you just charge it, so you don't have to worry about batteries or anything like that. And it's sleek looking, and doesn't interfere with decor if that's an issue for you. So love, love, love this. So I told you guys I love Copper Pearl and I love their burp rags and everything. But as far as like a more unique, different product goes that you might not think about, these. They are tea cloths from Target. They are just a white, big, not too big though, the perfect size for a burp rag. You could just grab it, fold it in half, toss it over your shoulder. You've got plenty of space, if baby throws up or whatever. These are just nice and light, and they're perfect. It's just the perfect weight. They just really soak up the spit up really, really well, and they're light, easy. They wash up great, they fold up great. They kind of just fit in anywhere you need to stick them, in the car seat, in your diaper bag, wherever. I pretty much always have one of these. Between these and the Copper Pearl burp rags, those are the two burp rags that we use exclusively. Yeah, exclusively. So love these, super cheap. That's the thing, is all these other burp rags are really cute and I love them and everything, but if you are trying to do the whole baby thing on a budget, or you're just really frugal and you just want the most bang for your buck, these are perfect. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is our baby scale. This might not be necessary for you, but especially as a breastfeeding mama, I really got a ton of use out of our baby scale. I was able to kind of get an idea of how much food the babies were getting by weighing them before and after I fed them. And then also it just, with having preemies and everything, we really needed to keep track of their weight. If you're anything like me, it's fun to watch your babies hit those milestones. Having such tiny babies, it was awesome when we were like, yes, they're both hit 6 pounds. And now that they're both over 7 pounds, seeing them kind of hit a new pound range is really cool. And I've just loved having it to check their weights and keep up with them at home. So while it's not a necessity, it's definitely something I've enjoyed having, and I feel like we'll get some good use out of. You can also detach the thing so it just becomes like a stand-on scale, so you can keep using it once they're not tiny babies anymore. So it's just nice. Next thing is a lightweight car seat. This was just, especially for us having twins, this was like a #1 thing for me. I knew that I needed lightweight car seats because at some point I'm going to be alone with the babies and I'm going to have to carry both of them. and put them in the car, take them out of the car, whatever it is. So I knew that we needed really lightweight car seats. And the car seats that we chose were the Maxi Cozy car seats. I will leave a link down below. We did choose to, pay a little more and get one of the limited edition prints. That's why ours are pink and white. Obviously you don't have to do that. I just really loved those. I thought they were absolutely beautiful car seats and we love them. They do draw a lot of attention when people see 2 pink car seats in like in a buggy at the store or something like that. It's like, oh yeah, it gets a lot of attention. But I absolutely love them. They are so light. That, to me, that's something I would definitely pay attention to when you're purchasing a car seat, is how much does it weigh? If you plan on snapping it in, taking it out, carrying it, that kind of thing, if you're not just going to leave it in the car, you might want to think about how much it weighs and then try to add, a good 7 to 8 pounds in there just from the get-go, and the babies gain weight fast. So yeah, just think about the weight of the car seat. Okay, the next thing is my Solly wrap. I, like many people, was kind of intimidated by this huge strip of fabric that I'm supposed to be able to like wrap up, but my sister showed me how to use it one time, and then it's like, once you think about the mechanics of it and like why it's wrapped the way it's wrapped, then it makes sense and it's easy to remember how to do it. So we actually have 2. I have the green one that I bought, and then we have a gray one that is my sister's that she's letting us borrow. So oftentimes, if we're out, I will wear one baby and my husband will wear the other baby. And those wraps have just been crucial, even around the house and stuff. When the babies are going through like a fussy time or something, usually it's not at the same time, but it's nice to be able to like put one baby in a swing and then wear the other baby, and I'm hands-free. I can still get stuff done. So that wrap has just been essential, and the babies love it. They love being in it. They absolutely love being in it. So a good diaper bag. I did a whole video, I will link it up here in the cards, about my diaper bag that I have really, really loved, which is the 12 Little Carry Love. Like, it's like a messenger style bag. It's lightweight. I love it. So I did a whole separate video about that, but that is definitely an essential for me, is a good diaper bag that is lightweight and that I really like. So okay, the other thing is our Ubi diaper pail. I don't think I used a diaper pail with Kennedy or Shelby when they were babies, but we also didn't live in a 2-story house, so it was easier for me to get out to the garbage to take just a diaper out, and it was one baby. But with 2 babies in a 2-story house, I feel like the Ubi diaper pail has just been a lifesaver. It stays in our room, and it really does keep the smell completely contained. I never smell the dirty diaper smell in our room, ever. And that thing is full of dirty diapers on any given day. So I think it does an incredible job of keeping the smell contained. Like, it really, really does. So it's definitely a must for us. Like I said, diapers, poopy diapers times 2. A good diaper pail is a good investment. Okay, the other thing that we really surprisingly enjoyed was when we came home from the hospital, the babies were just a few days old, and my husband hopped on Amazon and ordered this mini fridge for our room, because I was nursing and pumping, and we would have these little things of milk, and again, we didn't want to go all the way downstairs to the kitchen to put them in there, especially in the middle of the night, and then have to go all the way back down to get them out when we needed them. So we bought this little tiny mini fridge, and it kind of has like a retro look to it, and we just put it on our dresser. It's very unobtrusive, like, it looks cute, and it does a really good job. You could put, a soda in there or a bottled water or something for yourself, but we just used it to store breast milk. I would put the bottles on the bottom and then bags of breast milk flat on the top, because breast milk is, you can keep it in the fridge for a certain time before you have to freeze it. So it was like, I kind of had a system for the milk going into the fridge, and then if it wasn't used, then it moved downstairs to the freezer. It was a surprising thing that we ended up really enjoying. So definitely something to think about if you plan to pump at all. If you're not planning to pump, then obviously it's not necessary. But if you are planning to pump, that's a really cool way. Or formula feed, you could pre-mix formula bottles and keep them in that little mini fridge in your room, and then when the baby wakes up in the middle of the night, pop it in a bottle warmer or run it under warm water in the sink to get it, obviously so that it's not cold, and feed the baby. Like, much, much easier, at least in my opinion. Everything for the products that were like love, love, love products for us. Now we're going to talk quickly about products that we didn't like. And like I said, please remember that if this is something that you love and use, or if you are the brand, it's not that I'm saying the product is bad, your product is bad, anything like that. It just didn't work for us. I feel like I may get stoned to death for saying this. Honest Company diapers. Didn't like them. I'm willing to give them another shot. We have so many packages up there. I'm willing to give them another shot, but for newborns, I didn't like them. The babies, it never contained the baby's poop. And I know people who love these, love them, but we just had major issues with poop and not a good fit. And again, the shape of your baby's body definitely determines which kind of diapers and brands work well for them. But for us, maybe it was just the shape of the girls, but the Honest Company diapers just did not work well for us, and we did not like them very much. Like I said, I have a whole bunch, so I'm going to try to give them another shot. The girls are in a larger size diaper now, so I'm going to try to give these a shot again, but not my fave. The other thing, and you guys probably saw a clip of us using it in one of our recent vlogs, is the Bloomin Bath. So I got this because I thought it was just like so cute, right? It's just like a big flower petal soft squishiness that goes in your sink and just looks like a dream. But it's kind of awkward. It's kind of awkward to get it to, maybe it's just our sink, I don't know. It just felt awkward. And the babies, again, are so small that there was no way like I could just like lean them. I had to always hold them with one hand. So it makes it kind of difficult to bathe them without a second person. I just didn't really care for how the baby sat in it, and I don't know. I just don't love it. It's what we use right now, but I am on the hunt for a different baby bath. I think I'm going to try the 4Moms baby bath. I've heard some really good things about that one. I just found it really, I don't know. I found it really hard to use. I'm going to keep it because I think once they're sitting up, then it will be really nice because then they can just sit at the bottom of the sink and have this kind of soft cushion around them. So maybe when they're bigger, it will be better. But for right now, early on, I just didn't love the Bloomin Bath. So we're going to get something else and see if we can make something else work a little bit better. Muslin Swaddles. I know everybody loves these and they have really great purposes. But for us, as a swaddle, these have just never worked as a swaddle for us. They just don't, it takes 2 seconds before the babies just whoosh and get their arms and legs out of them. Every time, 2 seconds. So this is something we use more as like a car seat blanket. If it's hot outside, this is a good lightweight car seat blanket. We use them as burp rags sometimes. We'll even lay them out on the floor or whatever for the babies to lay on, but not as a swaddle. So for us, these muslin blankets just have never worked as like a swaddle blanket for the baby. Again, personal preference. We just prefer the tighter swaddle. The babies prefer the tighter swaddle. So these were a no-go for us as far as swaddling, but they do have other purposes. So if you don't love them for swaddling, there's still lots of other purposes you can use these for. Okay, again, this is going to be probably pretty specific to your baby. But we were like, oh, look, the new Como Tomo bottles. These are so cool. They look like a boob. They supposedly feel like a boob. The babies don't like these. As a matter of fact, they will scream and cry if you try to feed them out of these. They won't take it. They'll just cry. They don't like it. I don't know why. These are expensive. Real expensive. I'm glad that we didn't buy a bunch. We bought 1 box maybe, I think, of these because we knew babies are picky. They don't always like what you want them to like. But this is kind of one of those things that's like very trendy in these Como Tomo bottles. Our babies did not like them. And oddly enough, the Tommy Tippy. Jonah loved this bottle. All we used for him were Tommy Tippies, and he loved them. The babies don't like them. They constantly collapse the nipple, and then it's just a mess and air and burp and gas and milk dripping all over their faces. They didn't like the Tommy Tippies either. We've actually just been using the Medela bottles. We started using those that came with my pump stuff, and they have the smaller traditional looking bottle nipple, and that's what they like. They don't care about all this newfangled looks like a boob stuff. They just want the straight up regular old looking bottle nipple, which I'm like, you know what, fine, I'm just gonna go to the store and buy the Gerber bottles that are like $3 for 3 bottles, because that's like the kind of nipple that they like. So I don't know. I mean, my girls are frugal. They said no to the expensive bottles. They want the more affordable option. Fine by me. Okay, and the last thing, I feel so bad saying this, my Fawn Design diaper bag. I wanted to love this bag so much, and I might later, but right now with 2 babies and all of their stuff, this bag just did not work for me. It's just kind of like a pit, you know, you unzip the top and it's just like a bunch of stuff down in there. So it was really hard. It was really hard for me to keep things organized in this bag, and I just had so much. I needed more pockets and more built-in organization. It just did not work well for me, and I wanted to love it so bad. I love the color. The backpack bags are really in right now. I wanted to love it so much, and I just haven't. I'm gonna hang on to it for right now. And like I said, when the babies are a little bit older and I'm not carrying as much little stuff and everything, I might like it better. But I just couldn't easily fit 2 babies' things in here and mine. And maybe that's it. Maybe this bag would be awesome if you just have 1 baby, because I know so many people who have this bag and love it. But for me, with 2 babies and 2 baby stuff, it just wasn't enough space and organization that I needed. So yeah, I mean, I hate to even put this on the list. I still have like the little covers, like sticker covers to keep the hardware looking nice. I still have that on here. Like, oh, I wanted to love it so much. And I did, well, okay, I wanted to love the functionality of it. The bag itself, I absolutely love. It's a beautiful bag. I love it, love it, love it. And like I said, at some point I'm going to be able to carry this again. I know that I will. But for right now, at the beginning, it just wasn't the right bag for us. Bummed me out. Alright, you guys, so those are my product loves and the products that kind of were lackluster for me, that just didn't really work out. Like I said, not bad products, just things that haven't worked out for us. Let me know in the comments if there were products that you guys bought for your baby thinking you would absolutely love and then just never used or didn't like or whatever. Share that down below in the comments if you guys have products like that you were like, I'm gonna love this, and then you so did not. I would love to kind of hear other people's thoughts on that. And yeah, I mean, that's everything for this video. Thank you guys again for watching. Like I said, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to our channel if you're not already. If you don't want to miss any videos, you gotta hit that little bell. That way YouTube will let you know when we have posted a new video. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me today. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys again really soon. Bye.